One day, a special shipment of logs arrived at the docks. It was called Jobi wood and were to be used to build a bigger workman's hut after old Slowcoach was put back into service. Thomas was looking excitedly at the logs when Edward came puffing alongside. "These logs are special," said Edward. "They only grow in 2 places on the mainland and are rare and very hard to find, so you must be careful with them." Edward chuffed away, but Thomas was still smiling. "I hope the Fat Controller chooses me. I make sure I'm a really useful engine every day." Just then, Diesel boiled up. "What about me, Thomas? I'm a really useful engine too." Thomas was shocked. "No, Diesel, the Fat Controller means a very useful steam engine, not a dirty, grimy oiler. You'll never be that." And Thomas steamed away, leaving behind a very cross Diesel. "Those steam engines think that diesels are dirty and steam engines are special. I'll show them I'm just as useful as they are." Diesel had a devious idea. He buffered up behind the train of Jobi logs. "The Fat Controller will see how special I am when I deliver the logs." Diesel chortled to himself and quickly started off when no one was looking. "Diesels are no good, the steam engines always say. But I'll show them they're wrong by the end of the day." Thomas was shunting in the yard with Percy. He was talking about how excited he was to pull the Jobi logs. "The Fat Controller should know I'm a really useful engine and always do my jobs properly." That's strange. No engine's supposed to come through here right now. But there was an engine. It was Diesel, hauling the Jobi logs. Thomas was horrified with what he saw. A nasty Diesel was taking the clean Jobi logs. Cinders and ashes! "Stop! Stop, Diesel!" Diesel saw Thomas and began to clatter along as fast as he could. "Something bad could happen to the Jobi logs. I must chase after Diesel and stop him!" wheezed Thomas, and quickly puffed out of the yards to chase Diesel. Thomas could see Diesel ahead on the tracks. His pistons pounded and puffed. His boiler bubbled. "Stop, Diesel! Stop!" cried Thomas. But Diesel didn't stop. He whirled faster and faster. Just ahead, Thomas saw a junction. "I can puff ahead of Diesel at this junction." But Diesel heard Thomas. "No, you won't!" and raced along the points to an unused line. An old bridge was on the disused line. It had been broken and not had any repairs for quite some time. Diesel didn't know this, and he kept racing along as Thomas puffed far behind. Thomas saw the danger sign. "Diesel, stop! The bridge is unfinished!" Diesel wanted to stop, but he couldn't. The heavy flatbeds were pulling him towards the edge of the bridge. The flatbeds rolled off the bridge and tumbled into the sea below. Diesel was left dangling dangerously on the edge of the bridge. Oh, help! Help me!" screamed Diesel. "Don't worry, Diesel. Stay as still as you can." Thomas coupled up behind Diesel and tugged. Wheel turn by wheel turn, Thomas pulled Diesel back from the edge and to safety. "You're safe, Diesel! Hooray!" Thomas cheered. "Thank you, Thomas." Thomas had saved Diesel, but the Jobi wood was lost. That evening, the Fat Controller came to the sheds and had bad news.
"Diesel has lost the Jobi wood. That is very bad, and I am very cross. New Jobi wood must be found, and that will take time."
"Who will take the new train of Jobi wood when they arrive?" asked Thomas.
"The engine to pull the Jobi wood once it arrives will be you, Thomas. You have shown great determination and deserve a special reward."
Thomas beamed from buffer to buffer. He tooted and hooted. But what happened to Diesel? After Diesel lost the Jobi wood, he was sent to the smelters to be broken up. Never lose the Jobi wood, or you will